Alrighty, people. Here we are once again, much to your dismay. Positive Paul. It is Thursday, December 1st, 2022. And I want you, Benedict Arnolds up in the United States, take a good look at your boy Chump. Now, as difficult as this may seem, we're going to have to listen to this blowhard for the next 2 years tell us how he's going to make America great again when he couldn't do it the first time. Now, I'm very curious of what George Washington would think about all this. What about Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Ben Franklin? Are they rolling over in their graves? All these flawed white men that sacrificed their families, their lives, to try to distance themselves from these lazy, lying, limey lizards. And let's make this clear. Over in England, there are plenty of good men and women that have tried to stand up to these devils, these demons in disguise, doing their dirty deals done dirt cheap with Satan. So he's going to run for president again. And what? Just reverse everything the buffoon Biden had implemented? So we're going to slow down. And remember, people, I already made my mea culpa long time ago, years ago on YouTube. I should dig up the video. Don't expect me to do a well-spoken video. I'm damaged goods. And I'm very curious. You know, I was up in San Diego last month selling my guitar, trying to scrape up some money for my son. And they had their golden chance to scoop me up for questioning on whatever they're trying to build a case against me. Who knows what they had cooking way back when? They're all failures. And it never happened. But what they did is spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trotting out all these stalkers, these community watch snitches. It's just disgusting to see who gets involved in this. This is what America's come down to. A bunch of turncoat Benedict Arnolds, a bunch of little rats hiding in their houses. And if someone knocks on their door and wants them to be a snitch against their neighbor, hey, once they figure out they can benefit from that, they could care less. So yes, George Washington's throwing up in his grave. Ben Franklin's sick to his stomach. John Adams, he can't believe it. Thomas Jefferson, what the hell? Why do we lose all these people? What was Valley Forge about? What was the Battle of Saratoga about? All right? What was Bunker Hill about? Paul Revere? Oh, I know. See, look, all the cliches that come out of the Bible, they're only going to get you so far. The old boy network has totally been dismantled, and the ones that took over, oh, I tell you, there is not a shred of decency in them. So I'll slow down. There's my opener. And who knows, maybe some more people will unsubscribe on BitChute because they don't like the truth. They want to live in their little bubble, live their lies as they hide behind their computers and laptops. And this is interesting because, you know, when you do these videos, you will always finish a video, wrap it up, upload it to social media, and then all of a sudden a light bulb goes off. Oh, I forgot to mention this, because you get sidetracked, or I do. I get worked up. I don't know about you people, but hey, look, I know I'm a Johnny come lately. See, the damage they did to the children of the United States post keeping things in a post-World War II perspective with this MK Ultra, trauma-based mind control, satanic ritual abuse, and all the nasty activities that go along with it, the experimentation, non-consensual, illegal experimentation on human beings. And then it's the sexual abuse, trying to sexualize little children to turn good young boys and girls into these perverts like them. Wow. So, okay, let's slow down again. See that, look, I do these videos to make myself, I want to, what I've always tried to do is shed some light on how this could have remained hidden. How could have these baby boomers sell out Benedict Arnold parents across America sell their children out? That's what I want the answer to. Why would good men and women do that? What could be said to them? What could be offered to them? Because, oh, I know, it's all about the My Labs, right? Oh, alien abduction. Look, the Anunnaki, they're not coming. Zachariah Stitchin, he's dead. And everybody else that remotely, see, at least he was very, very educated, intelligent, and boy, he made a good case, right? A good case that, hey, look, us humans, we're just on an ant farm. It's the spiritual realm is what drives, the driving force for everything on planet Earth. But men, I guess, men still think, the children of men think they've got a handle on things, that they can change the course of human history. But see, they're not the Alpha and Omega. They're not the beginning and the end. They are Lilliputians with big mouths. That's why they have swords in their lips. So what I forgot yesterday concerning the phony targeted individual community, which, yes, folks, there's something going on. People are suffering. People are being harassed in the United States. They're being targeted, but this boils back to within the family structure that there's a Satanist lurking about. And you would be either used as a pawn to keep the Satanist under wraps if they start to go off, go rogue and want to run their mouth. Because look, all these so-called insiders, which they can never give you the information, but they're all leading comfortable lives, have money. They're doing videos with bookcases behind them. But yet they get all this inside, very sensitive, damaging information about these Satanists and their activities, which at the top of the list are human trafficking, pedophilia, right? To have their little perp parties all over, wherever they can get away with this. All right, let's slow down. I want to get back to the point about the phony targeted individual community. Who are the targets? At the top of the list, keeping things in a post-World War II perspective, it's these MK Ultra survivors, these satanic ritual abuse survivors. If you had been exposed to this, if you had been sold out by your family or an alien came down and abducted you, you're on an extermination list. You don't get to all of a sudden wake up to that fact and then do these videos mealy-mouth that, oh yeah, hey, I got through this. I got through the rape, torture, non-consensual experimentation. And, don't worry about these implants in me because I got me a job, a jobby job. Look at me. I'm not homeless. See, I got through this. They want to give people hope, which is fantastic. That's what you want to do, folks. But see, the real victims, they don't get that opportunity. These assholes didn't rape, torture, experiment on you to let you just walk away and lead a life of leisure. Do you get that, you pinheads out there, you pinhead patriots that reject anybody that says they're a real satanic ritual abuse survivor? I've seen all the frauds, and what's crazy about social media is that they only put up these women that claim, oh, I was part of the MK Ultra. Oh, I was the assassination, the beta programming, right? These women that seduce all these world leaders, putting them in compromising positions so they can be bribed and extorted. Do you understand the way of the world? So, yes, the first top of the list is an MK Ultra survivor. Now let's look at this. The first group is from the 50s. There are none left. No males have came forward. You see these stories from these females, which I guess they fare a little better. I don't know. Where are all the males? Then you come to my group in the 60s. Hey, I've been looking far and wide for 7 years. No one seems to have the correct testimony. Their stories don't add up. And I know the phonies, yes, the phonies are out there. But even the phonies, they can't tell you who they're connected to, who their families are. So who's next? Who's next? Well, it's going to be the military, people. If you were exposed to war, if you were exposed to military secrets, if you were exposed to everything that it takes to make war, down from the weapons to the communications equipment, whatever else they use, if you have some type of technical expertise in any of this, you're going to become a target unless you comply with these devils. Don't you see? So who would be number 3? Well, it's your beloved whistleblowers that really no longer exist. Now there's the lady that wants to point out Health and Human Services are involved in child trafficking. Wow. Now, what's the chances of her still being able to maintain her status as a homeowner with a bank account after she's running her mouth, folks? And yes, Project Veritas, I get it. There's probably some do-gooders out there, but how do they operate? Where's their money come from? And why aren't they getting run off the road? Why aren't they being poisoned? You can't tell me, can you, people? You just want your Hollywood-produced videos on social media. That's all that will attract your attention. Because it's part of the mind control. Don't you see? So let's slow down. So we've covered the top 3. Satanic ritual abuse survivors, military, former, present, and then whistleblowers. Well, who would be number 4? I'm going to let you take a guess. Anybody? Any guesses? Well, it's the rest of you dolts, the general public. If anything was accomplished over on Montauk, see, what they needed to do is first understand why these Abrahamic blood link individuals tied to the ancient Israelites are able to pick up on the fact when a lazy lying lizard is in front of them, they know. They don't need to think about it. It's like a flip of a switch. It's like 60 grit sandpaper rubbing up against your face that you got a fraud or you have an Esau, an Edomite in front of you. Comprende, mi amigos? See, I may not be the best at what I do, but I'm the only one that does what I do. And I'm going to give a shout to Charles Folkhart because he points out the frauds. See, I can't be, Johnny on the spot with these perfect videos coming up with everything that will make you people happy because you really don't want the truth. You want these Hollywood hybrid hacks to entertain you. So we're going to take a good look real quick here. You see your boy Chump, okay? Now, you see your boy Obama. All right, let's take a good look, people. I know you think this is a joke. You think this is a big joke. So you've got two presidents that seem to have some issues. Here's a social media fraud, right? He's hobnobbing with the Palladians, the Orion Council of Light, telling you that don't worry, the Anunnaki are returning. Oh, they're gonna, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna resurrect Zachariah Stitchin from the grave, and he's gonna parade down Madison Avenue with the Anunnaki, all right? He ain't looking too good, folks. Oh, okay. Here's just a lowly social media tool, Benjamin Owen. Take a good look. Bitch shoot. Everything else in the video is fine. Look at the brickwork. Hey, how about those Freemasons, anybody? Aren't they, they're just, I tell you, they're upstanding fellows, aren't they? Now, let's look at a lowly, targeted individual who no longer exists. His name was Brock, the Badger Report. See what they did with these targeted individuals, right? The frauds, they allowed them to have thousands of subscribers, right? Because what's the rule on YouTube? In order to do a live feed, a live stream, you need more than 1,000 subscribers. And very funny, as I watch, I will pick up maybe 5, who knows, 10 subscribers within a week. And then every 10 subscribers I pick up, it only will show up numerically, like it will add 1 to my subscription list. So I could never ever get above 1,000. Do you see how that works, folks? But see what happens when they do their live streams? They have a lot of issues. And remember, this is all repetitive for me. There's videos from years ago on YouTube explaining about these rubes, these creepy chameleon, Canaanite, dirty dog, Draco hybrids. But see, you think it's a joke. Now, what do all these individuals have in common with Elon Musk? Any guesses? Well, I'm about to show you what they have in common with your golden boy, Elon Musk, the neural link. Hey, here's a prophecy. I think Elon's going to be broke soon. How's that sound? Hey, no more SpaceX, no more Tesla. What do you think? Does he have a Bible sitting on his coffee table? in one of his little cushy lairs around the world. Look at Badger's chin, the sawtooth effect. Do you see that? So let's slow down. One more Badger. He looks like Spike on Little Rascals, right? The dog with the you know what I'm saying, folks. Come on, lighten up, everybody. Hey, we could sit down, have a beer, talk about, hey, look, I haven't watched football at all. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl, folks? Who won the World Series? Oh, I know, it's basketball now. Or no, some of you are actually out there on the ice skate rink, aren't you? Yeah, I guess we're going to keep going. Because this Badger guy, he really badgered all of us. You should have seen this guy. Look around. Look at this. Man, you people, man, I tell you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good job, Badger. Nowhere to be found now. They put you out to pasture. Okay. Now, what I'm going to show you too. See, look, I can't stop. This is from my implants. Blood coming out of my mouth every morning, you assholes. And there's no supercomputer hassling me. I got implants in me. Never once had voice to skull. You freaks. But what does Badger do? His only comment he ever made on my channel. And here, this is what we'll do. Just so you understand what these frauds do, the Badger Report. I also descended from some Abrahamic bloodlines because way back then I was spelling it out, trying to do the best I could under a very difficult situation. That if you're targeted, all right, you might have something to do with the ancient Israelites. You might have an Abrahamic blood link. So what do the phony targeted individual frauds do? They mimic the real ones. They have like the Tina Plakinger types that wrote her phony book, Treading on Serpents. They watch these videos from the real victims and then they apply that to theirself. Hey, can they do that? Doesn't Hollywood, they make these movies, they have these actors that study lines. Do you know about that? Anybody? I am also descended from some Abrahamic bloodlines. My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather is Governor Morris, penman of the Constitution, the brother of Lewis Morris. Well, he must have, I tell you what, he must have had some Edomite DNA in him, because you've been shape-shifting all over the map there, Badger. I haven't gone through what you have, though, with the MK Ultra stuff. Either way, God is protecting us, and his righteous judgment will soon come upon earth. God bless you, my friend, and may the Lord Jesus shine his light and love into your life. Hey, no problem. No problem there. No problem there. But look, the Badger Report, what he had to do, like they all do, they have to change their names. Oh, beans and cornbread. Because see, what YouTube can't do, they can't go all over their platform and figure out where Badger was leaving comments. So how they get around that? And I guess he could just totally delete his channel. Would that delete the comments? I don't know. But what these frauds do so you can't pick up on their trail, they change their channel names once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Oh, beans and cornbread. I'm also descended from some Abrahamic bloodlines. Do you get the picture, people? And so, like I said, these frauds, whether they're frauds or not, I don't know why you hung up on me there, T, the other month, but now you are put into question because on your YouTube channel, you still want to promote this goofball that's long gone. He never was a TI. He was a phony plant like almost all of them were, folks. See, he's allowed to have his live streams. That's what they do, folks. You better wake up, because, hey, it's no more partying like it's 1999. It's going to be 2023. And this is a series of attrition, like I said a long time ago. And so, you assholes, if I'm still around come August 12th, 2023, and none of you know what I'm talking about, boy, they're going to be trouble. Hey, maybe the feds will finally come question me, right? And I could say, hey, you dumb fucks, with your phony investigation, who put these implants in me? You think they'll do that? Why is this blood coming out of my mouth? Well, highly doubt that will happen. Now, back to what I was saying. Let's look at this. Everybody, ease up. Slow down. Now, who remembers this egghead right here? Marshall Applewhite of Heaven's Gate. Now, pretty interesting. I'm going to show you 3 screen captures. There's this goofball. There's Elon. Right? Okay. Right? Elon dressed in red, the Edomite Jew. And there's your boy Chump. Now, look, we love our symbolism, right? And I always laughed at these targeted individuals because we do know that the trained operative agent, they have hand signals. But, you know, what they would do is these people would try to do these videos trying to explain the hand signals of these stalkers. But here's the thing that I would always rebut. I would say, hey, look, were they giving signals? Was there anybody around to receive the signal? You can scratch your nose, rub your eye, but if there's nobody around to receive that signal, is that truly a stalker? No, they don't think like that, folks, because they're tools. They're one-dimensional tools. Now, let's look at Elon. Let's look at Elon. I find this very interesting because I will beat up on these Rube Tube shape-shifting ninnies that say everybody with the slit eyes are reptilian. Now, do you think old Elon was put through satanic rituals? Right? Do you think old Elon might have been experimented on as a kid? Is that possible? Or did they create the perfect little Edomite Jew down in the deep underground military base, groomed to be the next George Jetson? And his boy Elroy? Well, let's examine this, people. Here we go. Oh, it's no longer Occupy Wall Street. We're going to occupy Mars, don't you know? Don't you know? See, we occupied Wall Street first, but now we're going to occupy Mars. Huh, very interesting. Very interesting, folks. Oh, wow, okay. Let's see if we can do this, people. Let's see. Almost looks like he's looking like Freddy Krueger with the eyeballs. See, this one's not coming in too good. But don't worry, I'm not done. Now, I want to see one more thing. Okay, well, like I said, what do they all have in common? What do you think? What do you think they have in common, people? Take a fucking guess. Excuse my language. Because doing these videos at this point makes me get sick to my stomach. These frauds. They got away with murder. They have so many dead children on their watch that they will never let me ask you this. Can the most disgusting of these creepy chameleon Canaanite pedophile perp Satanist repent? What do you think? Oh, okay. I know. Just confess. Confess that Jesus Christ is your Savior. And what? They'll wait to that last moment after doing a lifetime of evil and get away with that? I tell you what, that's the part of the Bible I got problems with, people. Now, does my sellout father deserve salvation when he still mocks me after I called him out as a sellout? That he would continue the charade? And remember, he's not the only one. You people, some of you are walking around in the United States and your parents sold you out. You just, either the Holy Spirit didn't lay their hand on you to wake you up to that fact, or maybe your programming worked. Hey, your programming, 100%. They were able to totally shut down that part of your brain that could figure out one day that, oh shit, man, I'm in big trouble. Big trouble. Wow. Wow. Isn't that cute? Take a good look at your boy. At your boy. There you go, people. Now, I'm going to wrap this up. Now, this no good Nick, Marshall Applewhite, or whatever his name is, the Heaven's Gate cult leader. What do you think, people? But you know what? He is reincarnated, people. I just learned this recently, that they're going to try to revive Heaven's Gate. And see, it's not Hellbop now. Hellbop, it came and went. What do we got next? Oh, I know, it's Planet X, Nibiru, right? See, he's going to start the reincarnation of him is going to start the next cult, the Nibiru cult, right? Planet X. So, yeah, you see the sawtooth effect? Just like on Badger and the others. Oh, okay. And man, I don't know how I can keep doing these videos. I have no clue. So what happens is, the reincarnation, now let's do one more. One more. Now keep in mind, there he is again. Now, the reincarnation, this is interesting because when you're reincarnated, right? Because look, see, you screwed up. You couldn't get off the wheel, right? You didn't pass go. You couldn't get out of this matrix, could you? So what happened? They threw you back into the recycling folder. So what happens is when you get reincarnated, you get assigned a new job. Now, in this case, Marshall Applewhite reincarnated as Dr. Michael Salla. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting, folks. What do you think? I think reincarnation is real. Wow. Now, I'm not done with these super soldiers. I'm not done with this secret space program. You can have your pie in the sky dreams of going to outer space, setting up a camp on Mars or the moon. And believe me, I know that they're up to something. They are up to something. But wow, pretty interesting, huh? What do you think, folks? Now, I tell you, am I raising some eyebrows yet? Anybody? Who wants to sit down and have a beer with me? What do you think? I tell you, we would have some fun, some laughs. We could just, joke about this all day. But see, folks, this isn't a joke. This is no joke. You people are on borrowed time. You're looking over the edge of a cliff, and you're not going to be able to rappel down. You're not going to spread your wings. There's no Superman cape that's going to save you. It's like the cartoons. Splat, kaplooey. Good night, Irene. Wow, one more. So Marshall Applewhite was reincarnated as Dr. Michael Salla, and he's going to lead the new Planet X cult. And his staff is chock full of these slippery, slimy, sleazy super soldiers. What do you think, people? Am I on to something?